Welcome back to the BattleTalk show. I am your host, Noah Adamani, and I am absolutely over the moon to be here on the United Football Media YouTube covering yet another St. Louis Battlehawks victory over the weekend and also looking ahead to an extremely tough matchup in Week 7 against the defending USFL champions in the Birmingham Stallions. A sort of homecoming for our quarterback in A.J. McCarron on the horizon. But folks, let's dive into this past Saturday's victory over the Houston Roughnecks, a 22-8 final score. Not exactly a football number, but as you know, there is different scoring in the United Football League to shake things up offensively and provide a great deal of excitement in the point after attempts. This was not the type of football game that we were expecting as Battlehawks fans, as the Houston Roughnecks have had an atrocious season, just one win on their record. And we thought, coming off of a remarkable victory in DC in Week 5, that the Battlehawks would just pummel the Houston Roughnecks. That was not the case. They kept it close all game long, and the Battlehawks did not pull away until late in the football game, pushing it to a two-score game and really silencing the Houston Roughnecks. But that Roughnecks defense has been strong throughout this season, and it took 2 3/4 for A.J. McCarron to get comfortable and find his trusty number 88 in Hakeem Butler. I have been giving Butler a ridiculous amount of praise as he's really come on strong in the last 2 to 3 weeks. But I have to give credit where it's due offensively, and that is solely with our fearless leader in number 10, A.J. McCarron. My player of the week, by far and away. Not only did he find Hakeem Butler for 2 touchdowns, he also found Mitchell in the back of the end zone. 3 touchdowns to 2 different receivers and threw for 255 yards with a 100 quarterback rating. Extremely respectable for such a high-powered offense and so many options to choose from in terms of who you get the ball to on any given play. Defensively, I have been most impressed with my man, Mike Rose, number 27, former Iowa State Cyclone. Anthony Becht loves to bring in Cyclones, and former teammates of his son, Rocco, who's currently the quarterback 1 in Ames. Mike Rose, ever since he came back from injury, has had a tremendous impact on that defense. This week, not exactly highlight reel plays, but the main focus was a forced fumble and recovery on the defensive side, and he caused that fumble. The teammate, of course, fell on it. These are the type of plays that change the course of a football game, and Mike Rose has really stepped up this season. Yes, he's got leaders in Travis Feeney and Peter Taumapenu out there with him, but he has taken a major step in a positive direction in his second professional season as a member of these St. Louis Battlehawks. So I am absolutely pumped for him, truly stepping into that leader role on that defensive side and learning from one of the best in the game right now in PETA, the Defensive Player of the Year last year for the Vegas Vipers. So folks, I am extremely encouraged with this team's ability to continue to stack victories, albeit this one an ugly finish. It was not the highlight reel that we have been seeing week in and week out. Of course, when I went to the game down in St. Louis, just breaking away in the second half against the Memphis Showboats, and then last week at DC scoring a season-high 45 points and a franchise record 33-point differential. These are the type of games in the victory against the Houston Roughnecks that a championship level team goes through. Yes, you win the football game. Yes, you go through challenges, but ultimately another tally in the W column on the quest for a UFL championship. As we roll into week 7, all of the storylines are coming out. We're going up against the best team in the league by far and away, the Birmingham Stallions. Undefeated record through 6 weeks at their house in Alabama. And who better to come into Birmingham at Protective Stadium and silence the home crowd than Alabama's golden boy himself, number 10, A.J. McCarron, two-time national champion at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa. That state absolutely loves and adores A.J. McCarron. There will be a great faction of Crimson Tide fans there to support him, in addition to our fan base in the St. Louis Battlehawks that travels very well. I would not be surprised if you see a lot of blue and silver out at Protective Stadium come Saturday afternoon. This will be a season-defining football game for both sides. I truly believe it, as we have the best of the XFL conference in the Battlehawks and the best of the league, certainly of the USFL conference, in the back-to-back champion Birmingham Stallions. These teams have yet to play against each other. They're leading their respective conferences, and they are both championship level franchises that this could be a precursor to June, and that would be, of course, a rematch in our house if both teams are able to reach the pinnacle and earn a spot in the UFL championship. So this will not be an easy task for the St. Louis Battlehawks. I am not having the level of confidence that I've had in recent weeks, but I do think we have the recipe for success and the ability to hand the Birmingham Stallions their first loss in this inaugural season of the UFL. Offensively, they have found their guy in Adrian Martinez. He had the most incredible performance last week against the Memphis Showboats. 4 touchdowns for well over 300 yards. He has a great connection with Kevin Austin at the wide receiver position. And then offensively in the backfield, they have a two-headed monster in Marable and Person. But it was all airing the football out this past week for the Birmingham Stallions. And that is going to be the key to victory for our St. Louis Battlehawks. Can we shut down their air attack and take away Adrian Martinez's ability to move the football down the field? If we allow them to rush the football and take away any major plays through the air, I think that is the equation for a victory for the visiting team in the St. Louis Battlehawks. But if we let Adrian Martinez pick his spots and pick apart the defense and moving that football on big plays, stretching the field, that is playing to their strengths and ultimately leading them to yet another victory and 0 blemishes on their record. So defensively, we have to tighten up in the secondary and ultimately get after the quarterback. Get Peter Taumapenu on his horse and his strong suit sacking the quarterback. Make things uncomfortable for Adrian Martinez. We know he's quick on his feet and elusive, so that is where Mike Rose has to make impact plays for another week. This is the biggest matchup of the season across the UFL. The 2 best teams in the league squaring off. It is going to be the most watched football game of the UFL regular season, hands down. And it's going to have to come from all ends of the field. Darius Shepard in the special teams. A.J. McCarron leading this high-powered offense. And Peter Taumapenu Mike Rose, Chris Payton-Jones in the secondary. Guys have to make plays on Saturday afternoon in order to come away with the major upset victory and then be crowned regular season best team in the league. You can absolutely say it if we are able to take down the defending champion Birmingham Stallions. It is going to be a tall task, but I think we're more than capable, as this team has won 5 in a row, looking to make it 6 in Birmingham. It's going to be a barn burner of a football game. And because my confidence is growing as we record this show, I am going to predict a victory for the visiting St. Louis Battlehawks, but it comes down to the wire, and ultimately, A.J. McCarron, Alabama's finest, leads us to a walk-off touchdown with less than 2 minutes left on the clock, finding his trusty Hakeem the Dream Butler in the back corner of the end zone to walk away with a victory, leaving a bad taste in Skip Holtz's mouth, and can truly be donned the best team in the United Football League rolling into the back end of the regular season. And I'm hopeful, yes, we can go win the football game on Saturday, but I'm hopeful that these two teams meet again come June, as I will be in attendance at the UFL Championship. So, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to the BattleTalk show for another week. This is truly the most exciting time in spring football. The best matchup is coming, and these St. Louis Battlehawks are going to be ready. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the UFM on YouTube. And as always, Caw is law. Let's rock.